So I'm only a few days out from the publication of the new edition of my book, Launch. And I guess I'm just in a reflective mood because if you've published a book, you know what a long road it is. Especially, it's one thing to self-publish, but if you actually trade publish, it's a long road to get a book published. There's all the initial writing and then the edits and the cover design and the interior copy and the table of contents and the photos and the photo releases and the photo captions. And it just seems to go on and on. Oh, the audiobook recording, that was a big one. But it just seems to go on and on. But here we are just a couple days away. As I record this, the publication date is July 27th. That's when Amazon's going to send it out. That's from we've already pre-sold thousands of copies. If you've already ordered it, it will show, and you got the Kindle version. It's going to show up right on July 27th. And if Amazon does their usual magic, for most people, at least in the United States, you're going to get your book on that day, which is pretty cool. But as we bring this project to a close, you know, this getting the book out there, and of course there's still the book launch happening, and that's going to continue to happen for a while. But as we, you know, July 27th, and that thing's out there, and so it feels like we're putting this wrap on this, and I'm reflecting on this because part of this is a new edition of the book I published 7 years ago, and when I published it 7 years ago, of course, I've been teaching people to launch for a long time with my product launch formula coaching program. And I had all these amazing success stories. And I featured those people throughout the book as a way of teaching the lessons. In almost every chapter, I shared the story of one of my students. And so as part of this process, I got to check back in with them, got to say, hey, is there anything you want to update, anything you want to change? You know, a new photo possibly or something like that. So I got to have that conversation with, I think there was probably 9 or 10 people that I featured in the book last time around. And so just to be able to check back in with these people, and many of them that I've known some for a decade or more. And a lot of them are good friends and I check in regularly, but to get to hear their story again and the story of the impact that my work has made on them. And then, of course, we've got new stories for this book, for this edition of the book, because there's new chapters. And so to be able to connect with some of the people that came to me through the first edition of the book, you know, it's a really remarkable life that we get to lead. And when I say we, I mean, if you're in this business of publishing online, of teaching online, of being a leader or an expert or a trainer or a teacher, it's just such a gift to be able to put our work out there and really make an impact on people. And so part of this whole feeling I've got right now is just this gratitude of being able to do this work and being able to, it's just so improbable. It's just so absolutely improbable. You know, there I was, mid-30s, and I had nothing going on in my life, and somehow found my way into this business and found that I had a talent for teaching and for writing and for training and for, crazy enough, for video. And then to be able to do this work for all these years and have a great income, have a great lifestyle, being able to do it from out in the mountains here in Colorado, and yet make such an incredible impact on so many people. And now, after in the process of updating this book, of this new edition of this book, to be able to reconnect with everyone is just absolutely amazing. So just a moment of gratitude for those. And you know, if you're in this business, you know that feeling of getting those emails and those DMs on Instagram and those messages on Facebook of people just thanking you for helping them transform their lives, in, you know, in whatever way that you do it. It's just such an incredible gift to not only be able to make a great income and have a great lifestyle, but be able to make that impact. So just a moment of gratitude as the book goes to press. Of course, it's already been to press. It's already printed up and it's ready to be sent out. But just a moment of gratitude as that book is about to gently burst out into the world and create a whole nother level of impact and awesomeness. So if you haven't pre-ordered your book, you can go get it at thelaunchbook.com. Thelaunchbook.com. And that page has just got a whole bunch of bonuses for you. And it will actually send you over to your favorite bookseller, whether it's Amazon or whatever. And then you can, but on that page, you can claim all your extra bonuses that are part of this launch of the book. So go over to thelaunchbook.com. We'll put a link down below for you. And make sure you get your copy so you get all your launch bonuses, because I've got some cool extra bonuses for you. And I'm looking forward to having this book get out into as many people's hands as possible. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching this, scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get them this week.